All right, we are live and in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows of reselling and dive into great conversation. We are positive that you're going to hear something that's going to help you become a better reseller. I'm your host, Ray, and I am not joined by my co-host, Dustin. Dustin, he's almost back to the show, guys. After the holidays, he'll be back. He just moved into his new house on last Saturday, so he's trying to get everything situated. So put in the chat if you missed Dustin. But guys, I'm super excited for today because we have our friends Resell, Mikey and Macy. How are you guys doing?
Hey,
This
doing wonderful,
fine
man.
Sunday evening.
Doing great.
Doing great.
Appreciate this time with you very much.
Well, thank you so much for making time to come on. I know, we were talking a little bit behind air, or before we got started, how the scheduling conflicts, and then the holidays are coming up and all that stuff. So it's hard to kind of like keep everybody, the scheduling and everything. But I'm glad that you guys are finally here because I've been looking forward to it. Because I met you guys at FlipCon, and I thought you guys were great. Like the reselling. I always liked having reselling couples on because I feel like there's not a lot of them, and the two different aspects of how you guys, I guess, run your business or not run your business, but doing it together, I think is super interesting. But for the people that may not know you, give us a little brief introduction of who you are, what platforms you sell on, are you part-time, full-time, all that good stuff, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I'm Mikey. This is my wife, Macy. I am full-time. She works. She's got a real job with benefits and all that kind of stuff.
It's always good to have one.
It gives me the opportunity to do what I want to do instead of what I didn't want to do, which is why I'm doing this now. I was in the corporate world. I hated it with a passion. And one day I said, what do you think if I kind of just quit and go full-time with reselling? And she goes, do you want to quit today, or do you want to put a notice in? And I was like, well, I'll put a notice in. That's just, that's what you do. But no, we live in South Carolina, Spartanburg to be exact. It's pretty central. We can go to Nashville really quick, your area. We can be at the beach really quick. We can do the mountains. We can go to a Braves game, which we haven't done yet, but want to. So it's a really nice area, and it's really prime picking in this area as well.
And we sell mostly on eBay. We have Whatnot. We've done one show. Mikey did a live show from Dragon Con.
That was fun.
It was fun. We want to do that again real soon.
But, well, hopefully before Dragon Con.
Yeah. Well, hopefully maybe we'll do Black Friday.
I would like to do Black Friday. It looks like
I know.
But mainly on eBay and Whatnot, and starting to try to get into YouTube soon. We have probably 300 hours of YouTube content. We just haven't made a video. We have 1 subscriber and 0 videos on our channel.
I'm the subscriber.
We haven't even haven't started, but it's a goal.
Fun. Well, it's a hard mountain to climb, especially if there's a fine line of being like a reseller, you're focusing on your business, and then being a content creator, quote unquote, that specializes in reselling. I know with me, I like doing this because it doesn't take a lot of editing time, and I like to having conversation with like-minded people. But I like to resell stuff, so it's like the time you find to like actually making content, it's hard. And I work I do this part-time. I have a full-time job, and so just finding time to do everything is tough. So Mikey, just brush up on your editing skills, man, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I want to. I really do. I think it'd be fun. Kind of move to the next level. Be just a little bit more part of the crowd.
Hey, you're part of the crowd now, man.
I appreciate that.
Just connect. You know what I mean? What were you doing? What was your full-time job before you decided to become a full-time reseller?
I was in retail for a lot of years, man. I was a retail management for like Office Depot, and then Party City, and had my own store. And Party City was very tough because of the structure of the store and the corporate, where you can only hire young kids, and you only have a little bit of payroll, and it gets really stressful.
A lot of babysitting.
A lot of babysitting, but that's okay. It's okay, but it wears you down pretty quickly. And we started doing reselling just for fun because we always like to go to Goodwills and yard sales and just, wow, look at that, that's cool, that's fun. I'm a nerd. So if I found a comic book or like a statue or something like that, I would just grab it up and kind of squirrel it away. And that's it. I don't know. It's always been something we enjoyed, and the opportunity to turn that into a full-time job is amazing. And I have to credit her for all of that, because without her, I wouldn't be able to do it full-time. I would have to have a job because she helps me out at night. She'll help me ship. She'll help me. Wow. Yeah. She'll list for me, and she knows things that I don't know.
Hey, he worked really hard, and I love my job. And so to know that he didn't love his job and he wasn't getting up in the morning and loving going, I would rather him do something he loved and eat bologna sandwiches. Not that we're eating bologna sandwiches, but he's replaced his salary. He's replaced his salary with eBay. And so I can just see that we can go further later, in the future. And I love my job a lot, and I make good money, and I have great benefits, and I don't plan on going anywhere. And I have the afternoon and nights and weekends to do stuff with him. And that is my favorite time of the day. So
it's kind of like a bonding, like getting to hang out kind of thing.
It is. I mean, I can be in one room and hear the cha-ching from eBay on my phone, and he'll be downstairs hearing the cha-ching on his phone, and we'll text each other, "Oh my God, we just sold that."
And not to sound cheesy, but we kind of make sourcing into like a date night or a date day.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And again, it's she knows stuff I don't know. I don't know like brands and clothing, and I know this. I know comic books. I know that, and she knows like jewelry. She knows brass stuff that I would never touch. I mean, she picked up some glasses that I would never have touched.
Oh, that was one of the
and that was one of the best sales we've had in 12 months. We
what kind of glasses were they, Macy?
Is it George Briard or Jorge Briard? I don't know how to say it, but they were glasses, and they had gold tennis rackets on them. And we were in Savannah. We had gone to a Savannah Banana game, and we were stopped by Goodwill on the way back. And I saw the glasses like from really far away, and I picked them up, and I just knew that they were something. So I Google imaged them, and they popped up at like $300 for a set of 6, and they were 49 cents a piece at Goodwill. So I bought all 6, and I, carefully carried them up there and paid for them. And then I'm out in the car checking out the comps and stuff, and it was amazing. I think we sold them for like $325 for a set of 6 glasses, and they were beautiful. So evidently he's a mid-century modern artist that did glasses and stuff, and they're great to look for now.
I'm sure Tim could tell you all that
stuff.
Tim
over the years could tell you.
And
exactly.
That's where we watch you. We watch Commonwealth. We watch Dave. We watch Tim, OBX, all these guys, and that's where we learn. We learn stuff like I would never touch that, but I saw Mick Flipperson pick that up the other day, and wow, he made some money, so I'm going to check it out.
We're always learning from everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not always learning, I mean, I've been reselling since part-time, like on eBay, since like I want to say like 2015. It's been a long time, and so I'm still learning something. We're still learning something, and but I wanted to get to the point, but we were talking a little bit before we got on air, and you guys you're just newlyweds, I would say. Got married in 2020, which is crazy, but I want to ask you, how did you guys meet?
Mutual friends.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where you start hanging out, and we didn't date for a while, and then we started hanging out, and I would text her, and she would tell me to leave her alone.
No, I would not.
Buzz off, Mike.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I would try again in a month or two, and then she would say the exact same thing again. And finally, I guess she got tired of saying no, so we went out.
Yeah, we were friends for several years, and when the time was right, we started dating and got engaged and got married and had a wedding planned for 2020. And then, craziness happened, and we saved a lot of money by getting married in our backyard with 20 of our closest friends and family. But it was the best wedding ever. Second weddings are the best. Both of our second marriages.
That's right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely soulmates. Definitely each other's. I can't even think of the word I'm trying to say. But
Soulmates.
we complement
Yeah,
each
for
other.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
I was going to say
awesome.
finish each other's sentences.
Yeah,
but
we did. It didn't work out that time, did it?
That's great. Mikey, I wanted to ask you, for someone that's like listening to this right now, and they heard you talk about how like miserable you were at your full-time job before you quit. Like how long did you have that feeling till you finally said, I can't do this anymore? And you talked to Macy and was like, hey, listen, I can't do this anymore.
Well, it's hard to say the exact time. It just kind of built over time. Like I worked in many stores. I had a good boss. I'm not going to knock the boss. I'm not going to knock certain parts of the corporate, but it turned into one of those things where it's like the one, I think it's the one day I was on a conference call, and I've told this story many times. So if it's changed over time, just think it's like I'm Batman. I have 15 origins, but I was on a conference call one day, and they said we wrote too many checks during quarantine, and it's your job to pay it back. And what they meant was it's your job to pay back the payroll and the hours, and that since your salary, it's your job. If you got to open it and then you got to close it, that's how it's going to be. And I was already kind of on edge at that point, but when I heard those words, I was like, wow, you guys don't care at all, man. And I was just like, well, that's pretty much it. And I think I gave it another month or two, and she was telling me, you said this many times. You said, if you pass out and collapse at work, they will still work. They will still open tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have a husband, and or if he hurt himself at work, it would have been on me, on us. It wouldn't have been on Party City. So,
and I'm not knocking Party City. I'm knocking corporate retail in general. Retail in general is retail management and that kind of thing. And so one day I was putting my shoes on to go to work very early, and I guess she noticed I was just kind of staring at that 1,000-yard stare, and she was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Hey, what do you think if I quit?" And that's what she said. She said, "Do you want to quit today? Do you want to put a notice in?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna put a notice in." I think I put a month actually, or something like that. I felt.
And now look, he's got the best coworker in the world.
Hey,
yeah.
And I mean, I consider the whole community our coworkers, because it's a lonely business if you're doing it by yourself. It's a lonely business, all these different resellers around the United States, and then they don't have a coworker, they don't have a partner. We have to all reach out to each other because it can get really lonely.
Oh, I went to the yard sales without you before, and it's just not the same.
He didn't like it.
I don't like it, but you still get a source. But like if she's got something going on, and I'm still here, because she'll go a girls' weekend, something like that, perfectly fine. And I'll go to the yard sales, and it's not the same vibe. And I'm sure I've lost a lot of money because I walked past things that she would have gotten.
It's always nice to have another set of eyes.
We're very, very lucky to be able to do this together, and she's supportive of it with me.
As Macy's real MVP to at least encouraging Mikey to, because I can completely relate with your story about quitting, Mikey, because my wife, like recently, was working a retail job in management, and she was like, I can't do this anymore. I think it's time for me to just move on. And I'm like, that's fine. Just go ahead and put in your 2 weeks. And she found something else that she's starting in December. She's going to be she's going to be helping the church that we go to. They have like a school. And so she's going to be helping running the school. So she's going to be working with kids. And right now she's like she has a month off, and so she's just been living like her best life. But the same with you, Macy. I was like, I don't want you to be like miserable every time you go to work and just like dreading it. So even if, and I'm like, we can make whatever the difference is in your paycheck, we can make that up in reselling, no problem, And especially now that she has extra time, she's going to go picking with me and like find things. So I can completely relate about like having another, like your spouse feel like, I don't want to be, like that dread, and like, I want you to be as happy as possible. And if it's doing something else, then let's do something else. You know what I mean? Like what's a couple.
I can't knock everything about retail. I mean, they did teach me how to sell, and I love to sell. I love to sell
That's his
things.
personality.
I just love talking to people, and that's eBay kind of disconnects you a little bit. You know, you don't get to like see the person eye to eye and talk to them, but
the sourcing.
The sourcing is where you make the deal. You know, you make the deal. You know, it's $10. Would you take 5? I'm never going to. I'm cheap, dude. I am so cheap.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
I'm
right there with you.
I met.
I'll haggle over $1 all day long.
Oh yeah, dude. Because I'm never going to see these people again, and if I do, they won't recognize. Well, maybe they'll recognize. Like, oh man, big dude with glasses, and yeah, I know you, but I'll cheap out. I don't care. I'll ask you if I'll bundle everything and say, would you take $20 for it?
Exactly. You know? See, I think of like the really like long end to where, you know, if I go to I think of like numbers because that's what I do in my job. So like if I haggle $1 out of like 10 yard sales that I go to, that I'm saving $10 and then multiply that by like, you know, 20. And then it's like, I'm saving like way more over the year, you know, and
that's
people
right.
don't think about it that way. But I do want to say I've been neglecting the chat a little bit, but let's say hi to the chat. We have Archie Biscuit Bud is in the building.
Hey,
Phil 5 Dimes is in here. Biscuit Bud is saying Ray Hell, and Raise Hell Resell. I love it. And then Nana Tink is in the building. Says I've been selling for 50 years and still learn all the time. That's amazing, Nana. I didn't know you resold for that long. So we have I'm a Reseller is in the building. Good to see you.
Oh,
we have Rams and Pops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Rams and Pops.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Couldn't imagine doing it alone. So, and then Joe Deal says, hi, everyone listening and taking Christmas stuff out of the attic. Remember meeting you guys at the 127.
Yeah,
I said 129.
He's a rock star.
Oh, yeah.
Right
he was in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I believe we have Motley Crue.
No, he was
not. That flipper dude, it's so hard to work all those years to get to a nice pay level to just walk away from it. Hey, sometimes it is hard, but you know, when you have to walk away, you have to walk away. So, hey, what the hell?
They put the carrot in front of you to keep you there.
Yep.
And then they know that it's tough for you to say, no, the sanity. And you know, when you first start reselling, you will not make what you were making, but you can build to it. And there are certain weeks when I've had certain weeks where I go, whoa, man, what's Party City's number? But no, I would never do that because the next week the roller coaster goes back up because you're humping it, you're working, you're doing what you have to do. The ups and downs happen. Just you keep pushing it and working and you will succeed. I mean, that's just how it is.
And I read something that says you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So to me, again, we like the time together so we can make the money. I mean, you just list more stuff, sell more stuff, but you can't make time. So.
Yeah, time is that. Right. Oh, I was to the point where I wasn't seeing you. I would see you for an hour at night. And
that sucks.
Never on the weekends. Never on the weekends. I never saw her.
Mikey, were you kind of like dabbling into the reselling aspect even when you were working at Party City?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, I guess you had to be able to quit and be like, I'm gonna do this.
I'm just gonna have. Yeah, it was fun. You know, okay, this is true. I remember. I think I said this to you. I said, I want to make enough money so we can go on a trip, a Disney World, or I like Myrtle Beach. I know. I love Myrtle Beach myself.
The cheesiness.
I love the cheesiness. I love the arcade. Everything.
I've never been to Myrtle Beach.
It's amazing.
I want to go.
It's amazing. I love it. I know people, they get mad when I say that because they hate it, but I love it. Anyway, I just said, I want to make enough money to take you on a nice vacation. And, of course, I never had vacation time to take. So that was, in my head, I was like, hey, you're spinning your wheels because you're never going to take that time, man. Every time I would, you can roll over a certain number of hours. I wouldn't even roll them over. But anyway, so that's all I wanted to do. I had more than enough to make a nice vacation. And then the things happened. And I said, well, I think that we can probably make this work if I'm going to get up in the mornings like a normal job, do what I got to do, and I can still have flexibility to change I don't get up every single morning and list first. Sometimes I pack first. Sometimes I'll do other things. That's the flexibility I never had working retail corporate. It's Tuesday, it's 8:30. You do this stupid task, and at 9:30, you better have that done because you're going to do another stupid task. So it's on me now if I succeed or if I fail.
Yeah.
It's I have no one to blame but me.
But yourself.
Yes.
But you do.
Yeah.
But yes, I did. Right. I started out, I had the bug. We had a couple little things. I think the first thing we sold was a jersey that we bought from Goodwill for like $5 or $6 or something. And
Washington, was that Washington?
I think it was.
But we got the bug.
Chiefs. I wish we had it back now because it was the Chiefs.
Yeah, it was the Chiefs.
Could have made 3 times that now, but we sold that and it was just instant, man.
It's addicting.
Oh yeah,
that is.
That is.
I always come across those videos on TikTok, and I know right now, the economy is bad and just people are really struggling out there. But if they really could just take like $100 out of their paycheck every month and go to a Goodwill, they could easily turn that $100 into $200, if not $300. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't do people not know that you could do, like, this is America. You could do anything. You can go on the street and sell bottled water for like $1 and make money.
People ask me that. Yeah, people ask me that. I tell them that my husband is a full-time reseller. What does he resell? Anything. And they're like, what do you mean anything? Oh, we buy stuff really cheap and then we sell it for a profit. And they just look at me like I'm crazy. But anybody
they have no idea how like things work, like it boggles my mind. Like even to this day, they're like they don't even know where like our stuff comes from.
No.
Like it's coming from like someone's making it in China. They're it costs this much, and then Walmart's selling it for this much. You know what I mean? It's like that's how the world. That's how the world works.
You're not buying directly from Nike or Adidas or whoever. You're buying from a middleman, and so 99% of our friends and family and all have been supportive, very, very supportive. But you do get that 1% where you can just tell when you say you resell from buying cheaper things and reselling it that they think you're a scumbag. You get that every once in a while, not much, or at least I don't get that feeling very much. But every once in a while, you get a feeling that someone goes, "Why don't you just save it for someone that needs it?" Well, they evidently need it,
or they evidently needed it.
I need it. That's who needs it. I need it because I need it.
Exactly. I'm the one in need.
I'm the one in need, man. I'm buying it to resell to take care of my family. That's the only. I mean, that's the reason I worked retail, was to take care of my family. That's the reason I get up and resell items, is to take care of my family. That's what
it's not like you're selling drugs, Mikey.
No, really.
It's like I'm selling jerseys from the Goodwill. Like, settle down, Ooh, Rebel Scum. Nice reference there.
Yep, there you go.
So, there we go. So Archie had a great question. And I don't know, Archie, if you're full-time or part-time. I can't remember. But he says, Mikey, what does burnout look like to you, and how do you deal with it? That's a great question.
Burnout and reselling?
I think that's what he means, especially
we all get that every once in a while. Sometimes I have to take a day, where you feel kind of guilty of just sleeping in. We slept in, yesterday. Both of us kept saying, all right, we're going to get up. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And, 7 hours later, you're like, okay, cool. We needed this.
Yeah, we kept looking at each other. We kept looking at each other yesterday going, is it okay that we're just sitting here on the couch? But I mean, like I said, we've been going for a couple of weeks now, and we didn't yard sale yesterday. There wasn't really a lot around, but we went to an estate sale today, so we made up for it.
I think the yard sale season is pretty much dead here now. Yeah. But we went to an estate sale that is unique. Does anyone else have this where they have a 3-day sale, 4-day sale, something? 4-day sale. The last hour of the last day, everything goes to $1.
It's amazing.
Everything's $1. And so you just get your reseller genie bag and you just fill that sucker up. And the woman doesn't really want to count the stuff. So she'll say, is $20 okay? Yeah, here's my wallet. Yeah. But I guess to answer your question for burnout, I try to do things where I am, you may not know this, I am kind of an introvert. It doesn't seem that way right now, but I am. Really I can be. I love crowds, and I love going to like conventions being a nerd and dressing up and cosplaying and all this kind of stuff with thousands of people. But if I'm at Walmart, I'm like, I just need to get in. I need to get out. I hope I don't see anybody I know because I don't want to have a conversation right now. So if I do get kind of a point where I'm burned out, I like to watch a movie. I like to listen to a little bit of music.
So I can answer it better for him. Burnout to Mikey looks like he's always on a 10. And if he's on a 5, I'm like, what's wrong with you? And that's burnout for him.
It's like you got to take time away and like recharge.
And I have to know now, I've learned that if he's on a 5, he just needs a little bit of rest, and that's his. I mean, that's burnout to him. But he knows how to take care of that and recharge.
I'll watch 2 movies. I watched Big Lebowski. I watched Clerks, and then at the end of that, I'll have like a meal I shouldn't have.
Ooh,
and I feel better.
It sounds just like me, Mikey.
How he fix it.
I'll put Star Wars on or Seinfeld, and I'll just. Or some wings or something, and I'm good to go. I do want to give a shout out to my friend Dwayne. He just sent me a text. He's watching me right now. He's in Missouri. So nice little high school buddy. So shout out to you, D-Man. So we do want to give a shout out to Ken. Ken came in here and spoke in. So what's up, my boy Ken? If you guys don't know, we're doing something really cool on the channel where I'm playing NCAA 13 or 14 and using Ken as the quarterback. So I'm through the regular season, Ken, and you're off. We got a bunch of colleges looking for you. So
good, scouting him up.
Exactly. So guys, we do want to move on to the next segment of the show, which is overrated, underrated, which we're going to ask you 10 different questions. 5 being reselling related, 5 not being reselling related. So, but before we do get into that, we're going to give a shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, and that's our good friends over at My Reselling Genie, the best reselling accounting solutions for all resellers. And right now, guys, hey, 4th quarter is here, baby. So that means if you haven't gotten your taxes together by now, it's coming. So you better get ready. So use the code Nashville Flippers, and you're going to get 15% off your first month. Hey, January is approaching. Tax time is here. So get ready. So, all right. So Macy, Mikey, are you ready for overrated, underrated?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. First one up, garage sales. Overrated or underrated?
Underrated. That's my favorite way to source, period. Hands down.
Is that your bread and butter garage sales?
That's it, man. Yeah. It's the most negotiation. It is in our area. I don't know how it is in other areas, but in our area, we have an older crowd that have apparently hoarded things for years. So it is prime picking for, and I know this term is overused completely, but vintage is everywhere around here. And the people, like you said, they just want to get rid of it.
Yes.
So if I wave a $5 bill and they sell me that item for $5 bill and then I resell it for $120, that's how it is. But the garage selling here is wonderful.
Yeah, it is
wonderful.
So underrated.
We have a pretty good garage sale season here, and it's kind of dying down. So I'm excited to I haven't done a lot of garage sales lately because, we like to go to the Amazon bins because we're talking about time.
Oh, yeah.
And, I work full time. So the limited time that I have, I found that it's worth my time to go to those bins than to do most of the garage sales on a Saturday morning. Because on a good day, like I did last Friday, we found 5 iPhones and like 2 Motorola phones, which for $7 a piece in the bins.
That's awesome.
Which is absolutely insane. So again, if I could buy time, Macy, I sure would buy some time.
That's right.
Kristen is saying that she's having a garage sale this Saturday. Hey, that would be a good content to be on the other end of that.
We've had one around. We've had one in the end of November before.
Yeah,
and it was pretty good.
It was a good time.
We haven't had one in 2 years, though. We need to have one probably. We got
definitely need to get rid of that stuff that
not sellable.
Yeah, stuff that is just not worth putting up on eBay or whatever. You
know how as resellers we like to watch garage sale content, and a lot of people watch garage sale content. One of the things that I've been watching on YouTube is I love Pokemon, so I collect Pokemon cards. Mm-hmm. And there's I can't remember the channel, but he's like a dealer and goes to all these conventions and like sells Pokemon cards. So he puts a camera on his booth, and he's just, the people come up to him and they're like negotiating. So it's kind of like the reverse of, oh dude, it's so much fun. And they're like haggling back and forth. So it's like the flip side, no pun intended, of what we do in a garage sale video is the other perspective of the seller instead of the buyer. So Kristen, if you set up a camera and have people, negotiate, I think it would be great. Get some great
hey, there
views.
we go. We can do it. That can be our first video.
That's gold, man. It's just that's
it's great. It's great. So moving on, number 2, overrated, underrated, Costco.
I love Costco personally. I'm gonna say underrated.
Underrated. Their hot dogs are amazing.
Yeah, I'll just go for a hot dog. Come out with $7,000 worth of.
I know, right? Bins. We have a Sam's Club here. And, all I've ever known is Sam's Club. And so they have hot dogs and stuff there as well. And then we just got we got a Costco and a Sam's Club. So the Costco had their grand opening this week. My wife and I went on Friday. We're like, well, let's go check Costco out. See if, we'll get a membership or whatever. So we're walking up to the building, and there's like, I want to say literally like 10 tents outside the building. It looked like a FEMA station of just like people and tents. And we go up to the door and we're walking in, and the guy's like, hey, do you have your card with you? And we're like, no, we're not members yet. We want to go in and kind of check it out to see if it's worth getting a membership. And he's like, well, we can't let you in without a membership. And it's like, well, what if I'm trying to make a decision here. What if I don't want to be a member? And he's like, well, that's a good thing. It's like 100% refundable. And it's like, there's the sign up thing over there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. And so we just
they usually will give you a guest pass. I can't
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, hey, it's the grand opening. You're not going to let me in and let me look?
Do like he does. He just shows his Avengers card and walks right past. Even though we have a membership.
Do you remember Wizard Magazine? One time they gave away an Avengers membership card. I just use that.
They don't.
That's what I need to do.
They don't.
My wife said too. She said I should have just showed him my Sam's card.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Or just point to the guy in front of you and go, Bill.
I'm with him.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a bone to pick with Costco. So
I get that. I understand that. We have both. We have Sam's and a Costco, and they've both been here forever, man.
Yeah. Here we go. Kristen is saying Miss Taffy does that at her flea market booths too. I love it. Oh, I didn't know.
She has good videos.
Watched her too.
I love her videos. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. Okay. Next up, overrated, underrated, the Goodwill bins.
Again, we feel like it's underrated because I
could spend 12 hours at the bins.
We go on Sundays. Sunday's our day because it's half price day. And I mean, we have the best time. I just get a whole bunch of stuff and go in the corner and look at it. I mean, and decide what I want to keep. And we spend $30. And again, it's like a date day. Then we go get something to eat afterwards.
It's a challenge.
Come home and look through our stuff.
Find the best thing, Yeah. She almost always wins, but every once in a while I'll pull one home.
Yeah.
But no, it is Columbia, Greenville, and Asheville. That's within drive range.
And ask Mikey what he did when I went to Nashville. He was our chaperone.
I wish I'd known you better back then because I would have tried to hook up with you. I went to both of your bins.
Yeah. Which one did you like better?
There was, I don't remember the names of the two, but the one that was like
connected to the Goodwill, or
yes, the one that was connected to Goodwill is pretty good. The other one that has like 100 bays for trucks. I mean,
it's like way off the beaten path. That's the one Kristen and I went to because I told her, hey, I'm going to take you to this one because we can film there. And the other one, there is like no filming.
Didn't you say one was very clicky?
One was vintage kids.
The first, yes.
It's very vintage kids. And
if they see a camera, they will call you out by name, man.
Really?
That's the issue. When Kevin came here, we went to that one. And we came in guns a-blazing, man. GoPro, backpack, all of it. So I put out the video, and I get an email from Goodwill saying that I needed to take the video down or just blur all the people's faces there because they were getting a lot of complaints. And I'm like, whatever. So I just like cut out the Goodwill part. And so,
Well, I think that's one of the first videos we saw of yours. You and Kevin hanging out. Yeah, I remember it because it was kind of abrupt. You were like in the Goodwill part, and then
yes,
you like
so you saw it after I cut that part out. Yeah. So there's like a part where there's like 13 minutes missing from that video of us there in the bins. Because I tried to like blur everyone's faces, and I'm like, I'm just gonna cut the part out. Like, who cares, you know? So, but I digress.
What do you have to ask someone? Do you recommend asking
whoever? Well, they usually have signs, and all the regular Goodwill stores that I've been to, they like encourage filming.
Yeah.
But this one, because of the T-shirt bros, they don't want the secret to be out that gosh, there's a store that they sell vintage clothing by the pound. Oh, no one's ever gonna know that. Like, get real, bro. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man.
But when Kristen and I went to the other one, you know, we had our phones out and we filmed. It was inconspicuous, of course, but you know, we had a good time. So don't ask, just film. Goodwill contacting you means you made it big time. Congrats. Yeah. I'm on their rate. They probably have our wanted sign there.
Print that out and put it in your background, you know, next to your 100,000.
I need to find that email and make a video of me reading the email so you know exactly. Because my email is public. You know, you go to the videos and you'll see it. So that's exactly how they contacted me.
Oh, yeah.
So, but moving on. Let's move on.
Okay.
Number 4, overrated, underrated, Black Friday.
Overrated now, I think, because it started already. It's not even
it's not a day. It's a month-long event. I don't really. The last Black Friday that I enjoyed was me and you and our daughter went and hung out, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
it used to be fun. You used to get up and go really early in the morning, and you know, he camped out for a Nintendo.
I did, yeah. Oh, wait, that was the when the Wii came out. Which
is
the Wii. Ago. Wow, yeah.
I slept outside.
I just heard about it. I didn't know him then.
Toys R Us dates me, and a Wii that dates how long ago that was.
But so definitely overrated now because again, I used to get better deals after Black Friday.
Yes,
for the first time in my life, I've done almost all my Christmas shopping, and it's not Thanksgiving yet. So I'm very proud of myself.
Oh, look at you!
A lot of people are getting some not re-gifted, but some thrifted items.
Vintage T-shirts. Everybody's getting and Christmas sweaters all day.
Yes,
all day.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I saw that reminds me you doing your Thanksgiving or your Christmas shopping. I saw a TikTok today where throughout the year they like took little knickknacks from their mother-in-law's house, and then like those were the things that like they gifted the family. Like funny. So like every time they opened something, the mother-in-law was like,
"Hey, what's mine?"
Like
cool.
That is funny.
So, but back to Black Friday. It's funny how like now they're doing it like in tiers. So it's like Walmart. It's like this day to this day. This is what's on sale, and then this day to this day. I know that a couple weeks ago, I do know, you know, I like to collect Lego and stuff, but they did have some really good like card Lego sets that are usually like $50 to $60 for like $25, which that is a good is a good deal, especially if you have kids. But Target ad just came out, I think yesterday or today, and I looked at it, and there wasn't anything that I really looked at that was like, oh, that looks like a really good deal. But it's not like what it used to be.
I remember getting the paper on Thanksgiving night and going through it to see where you were going to go on Thursday morning. But now it's all either online.
Yes, man. Yes. And we're just planning your routes, and you're like, okay, you're going to go here and I'll go here and get this for me and I'll get this for you. It ain't like it used to be.
And it's fine. Things change, man. It's just how it is.
I know Kristen was saying, Kristen and I were talking, and I think she was saying that she's going to do JCPenney's, Kristen, if that's right, because they do some sort of $100, $500 coupon or something like that.
Well, I think ours just closed down, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't even think we have it. No, we do.
No, it's
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have a JCPenney's. But all right, moving on. Whatnot, overrated, underrated.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. So I guess underrated.
It's a rabbit hole though, because I'll sit there and we try to support people that we know, and you get on there and you buy an item or you say hey, and then you do the next one, and then oh wait, I got free shipping now, so I might as well go ahead and buy this other poster or this Disney pin.
It is a time thief, but oh,
we went from 0 Disney pins to like 75 now,
I don't even know why.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Who's collecting the Disney pins, Macy?
I guess I am. We're wanting to take our nieces to Disney next year, and so I thought I'd start them a lanyard and start their pin.
Oh yeah,
I never did that with my kids, and I never did it myself.
If they're good, if they're good, if you're watching,
if they're good kids, they get good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But we went for the first time together last year, or in May for our anniversary, and it was amazing to go together. We've both been separate, but there's been a couple of our friends that have had some Whatnot shows that have pins, and I don't know why I'm buying them, but it's fun. And then I get free shipping, so I want to buy another one. I got to stop.
Well, some of them are pretty valuable.
Yeah.
You get one.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's a time it's a time sucker and a money sucker for sure. Yes. But I know that I think that you guys would be really good at Whatnot. So
I think we've done one, and it was so much fun. It was just, again, the time we got to set it up.
It was fun, but I think the chaos of Dragon Con kind of drained me because
I bet
everybody's around you, and we're having a drink or two. So it was different. I think this setting here in the house would be much better for me.
I know that when we did ours at FlipCon, it was draining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm never doing this again, especially when I had to ship everything out.
Oh yeah,
because I couldn't take. I flew there, so it's like I have to ship everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wanted to mention Whatnot and Black Friday because, like you were mentioning earlier, something that Whatnot is doing is, as if you're a seller, they are waiving all commission fees for any items that are sold on Black Friday. I think they're still charging the processing fee, but the commission fee, which I think is 8%, they're waiving it. So we're gonna have 2 Whatnot shows on Friday, one at 4 Central Standard Time, and then one at 9 Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to, what's that?
We will tune into those.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some really good stuff. I think I'm gonna throw some Jordans up in there.
Oh wow!
It's gonna be some really good stuff.
What size?
What size do you wear?
13s, man.
Yeah, not third. I can not 13s for sure. They're a smaller size. But let's see what Kristen is saying. She says we used to do Sports Authority for scratch off tickets.
Oh yeah.
Won the $500 one year, then closed down. Hey. I guess they couldn't all those $500 tickets that they give away, they couldn't make any money. Whatnot is the new crack. Lose sleep on it all night and spend all my money. Hey, Archie, come over to ours, spend some money this way. So we're going to the Black Friday this year with my bro, and we're doing a Whatnot show from the line at Menards before they open.
Oh, that's
awesome. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Menards, is that like a Bass Pro Shop?
I thought that was more like a general store.
Maybe.
Okay, let me know.
Maybe.
Let me know.
We don't have them here, so I'm not.
Sport Card Break are like, they sure are.
Yeah.
Trust me. Pokemon breaks.
Oh, when they open the cards in front of you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, that's borderline illegal. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Oh, Menards is like a Lowe's. Okay, gotcha. Or okay, I didn't know that. We don't have a Menards here, so it's a lumber yard. Hey, okay, like a Lowe's, I guess. Kind of like a lumber yard. All right, moving on. Number 6. So, guys, if you're not doing anything on Black Friday, come over to the Nashville Flippers on Whatnot. We're going to have some great stuff. So, which reminds me, Saturday, my wife and I went to the Nashville Flea Market, and I found somebody was selling these Furbies in the box. The packaging wasn't too great, but I was looking at them, and I asked the guy, how much for your Furbies? And initially he said $75. And I was like, let me see one. And I scanned it, and I saw that they were going for like $50 to $70, right? In the box in that condition. And he was like, how much are they going for? And I was like, well, this one's going for like around 50. And he's like, man, if you really want them, I'll sell all of them for you for 40. And I'm like, bet, let's run it.
Yeah.
And then that night I had a Whatnot scheduled, and I didn't want to list them on eBay. So I had them on there for auction, all 3 of them. I started at $100 and they sold for $115.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And
So that's
I love Furbies. We found them like 12 one time at
the 129. So
129. Yeah, it was great. And you always keep when you skin it. That's really
yeah.
yeah.
All
They're
those
awesome.
mechanical pieces and the
Oh yeah, it's
eyeballs.
nightmares.
Yeah. There we go. Menards is like a large hardware chain. Okay. Menards is okay. Now everyone's telling me what a Menards is.
I feel like I'm missing out that we don't have Menards here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Friendsgiving. Overrated, underrated.
Oh, this is a sore subject. We missed our Friendsgiving last night.
Yeah, we were supposed to go last night.
Yeah, we had a Friendsgiving and we didn't know till the last minute, but we already had concert tickets. So we had to go to the we chose to go to the concert over Friendsgiving. So it's a little sore spot right now. I think it's underrated because I enjoy our Friendsgiving.
I enjoy it too. I like hanging out with our friends. That's another way to kind of help out with the burnout is to actually make yourself hang out with your friends
that are not resellers.
They're not resellers
Yes.
and not talk reselling. And, I don't know much about football at all. And we hang out. Yeah, you do. Well, she likes South
Macy's
Carolina.
The football.
What's that? She does.
Macy's the football person.
Yeah. But she likes the Gamecocks, which is ironic, right? Because, they lose half the time.
They won last night.
They did. Did they win last night? Okay.
Who they play?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we did. We missed football and Friendsgiving last night. So yeah, a little sore subject, but I've always enjoyed it. We have one group of friends that have always done it together. So yeah, we missed it last night, but
we won't miss next year.
No.
There you go. Maybe you can do like a Christmas, like a white elephant party or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, make up for it. All right. So if you were to go to Friendsgiving, what is the dish or the drink that Macy and Mikey are bringing to the Friendsgiving party?
Oh, well, I'm always bringing an appetizer. I'm always bringing corn dip. It's my favorite thing to make. I make it for all my parties I have here, and I usually make it for any other parties we go to. So yeah, I'm making the corn dip. It's really good.
QT Ice is really nice.
Yeah, he's usually on ice duty.
I'll bring the QT Ice, couple of bags,
about
10 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's
okay.
That's
so the corn dip, is that more like are we talking about like a Mexican corn dip or more like a cheese, like a
cream cheese?
Yeah.
What is it? Cream cheese, sweet or just regular corn? I'm trying to think what else I put in. Oh, butter and red pepper flakes. That's it. And you just bake it in the oven for a little while, and it's amazing. People love it. And it gets gone very quick. So yeah, it's my favorite to make.
Everybody that's listening in the chat, put down what you're bringing for Friendsgiving. Kristen saying she's bringing the charcuterie board.
Oh,
hey,
that's another favorite of mine.
That's a good one. We're bringing the wine. We got one on Wednesday.
Good.
We're bringing the wine.
There you go.
So, my wife. I don't know. She's probably gonna hear me right now. She's like low key bougie, and she doesn't want to admit it. So she was like, "We need to go to the liquor store because we can buy wine everywhere." But she's like, "We need to go to the liquor store and see if we can find any organic wine."
Oh,
like organic.
Do y'all have a what is our Total Wine? Do you have a Total Wine there? Well, that's a nice place. Yeah, you can get a lot of nice stuff there. Yeah, you need to look up Total Wine. I'm sure Nashville has a Total Wine. Look it up.
Okay. Is that a brand or a store?
It's a whole store. And they have every brand of wine and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a good place.
It's a couple of bucks more than you would, but they have so much there.
And they have wine tasting sometimes too.
Yeah. So I guess we're bringing the organic wine.
There you go. That's yummy. Yeah.
So yeah. Hey, Archie's saying he's bringing the Jello shots.
All right.
Archie's gonna be doing body shots. Yeah, because I don't think Archie's married, so he's definitely gonna be doing some body shots.
That's after certain family members leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't bring that on at noon. That's later.
Yeah. Low bougie, me too. Maybe I'm not low. No, Kristen, you're high key bougie. So, all right, moving on. Gary V, overrated, underrated.
Oh, I don't even, and y'all are going to laugh at me. I don't really know anything about him. My 20-year-old, 22-year-old son knows a lot about him, but I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of his stuff.
Is that awful? I've heard so many people talk about him. I mean, but I don't. So I guess I don't know which one you would say.
I spend so much time on YouTube watching the people that I do follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've never watched anything.
You put on.
Well, you know what? He's like he's very. I don't know, chat. Let me know. Like, how would you describe Gary V? He's like the person that like encouraging, but just like I'm getting to a point to where it's like he's like annoying me. You know what I mean?
Does he do like a bunch of challenges and stuff? Like,
no, he's kind of like the 10x guy and like, you know what I mean? Like Kirk, I don't even know the guy's name, but it's just like Gary V. Hey, underrated. The big reason why I got into reselling. So a lot, very charismatic, very outspoken. You know, curses a lot. So, you know, but he's like, I almost feel like he's playing like a character sometimes because he's so over the top, and he's kind of like irks me a little bit. So,
I've noticed that some people, if they get big in certain things like YouTube, that they almost become a caricature of themselves. Yeah. Is that kind of where you think he's going?
Maybe. See, motivational speaker, exactly. Okay. So look up some of the stuff is good. You know,
I know who he is. I know who he is. Yeah. I just haven't watched any content.
He was underrated a year ago, but now too overrated. He's kind of like, you know how some people need that like really kick in the butt to like get going. Yeah. Especially like, you know, we talk like the younger generation. He speaks to like a lot of like the younger generation, like Gen Zs, to where it's like F you, man, get your A up and get out there and make money, or just like, you know, which I can, you know, sometimes it's good to listen to that, but like, man, I was like, I get it, you know? Yeah. So there's a podcast to listen to. They did an episode called The Cult of Gary V. Good episode. What's the name of the podcast?
I would rather start with that and then go.
Yeah, what's the name of the podcast, Kristen? See, Gary V is like Tony Robbins with the potty mouth.
With the potty mouth, okay.
Mm-hmm. The Tony Robbins of reselling. There we go. There we go. So, with the potty mouth. But that's just him. You know, he's like a New York guy, you know, like an immigrant. So... Kristen just drops the link. What's the name of what's the name of the show? We can't click on it now. So
hold on.
Yeah. There
it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Okay. This is a good one. Cosplaying.
Underrated.
Way underrated.
I love cosplaying. Although I only have one character, but I love to cosplay. That is underrated. Oh my God, I think we have so much fun with it. I'm sorry. I'm really passionate.
We know.
For the people that may not know what your character is, Mikey.
Oh, John Goodman. I can do any John Goodman.
No.
I can do any John. I can just put a wife beater on, whatever you call that, the tank top, and fake a heart attack, and I'm from the Roseanne days.
No, he does Walter from The Big Lebowski, and he is spot on. And then I have to do 5 other characters from The Big Lebowski just to keep up with him, because I can't wear the same shirt every day like he does.
I have 7 black shirts and 7 vests, and it's just the same thing. Mm-hmm. Every year I get more Goodman. Mm-hmm. Every single year I get a little bit more John Goodman until I'm going to run my own mega church, like in Gemstones. I'm looking forward to it. So.
You showed me I think you showed me a picture at FlipCon of you in the Big Lebowski get up, and I was like, holy crap, you look just like him.
The attention at DragonCon is addicting, I have to admit.
We've been going for 11 years. First year we didn't dress up. We didn't dress up the first year. And then the next year he dressed up one day, and he got so much attention. And I'm talking like we're walking through. There's how many? 40,000 people at this thing? Is that 40?
Well, Saturday now creeps up to about almost 100,000.
Okay, so almost 100,000 of this thing, and we get stopped every 5 minutes for somebody to take his picture.
It is addicting.
So I mean, not his wife who's dressed really nice or has something fun on, but no, we're going to stop every 5 minutes to take his picture. So it's an addiction to him. Mm-hmm. So he wears the same outfit every day, but it's great.
I do shower.
He does shower. Yes,
of course.
Yeah. But I have found that I just do my own thing now. No reason to try to dress up with him. I have like 2 Lebowski characters that I'll do with him, but I do my own thing now.
You do Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, I dress up like Miss Frizzle.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a really cute one, and I get the red hair and everything. And what else do I wear?
So you've done
Peaches, the Rockford Peaches, the A League of Their Own outfit.
Yeah,
I've done Zool from the Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yeah, he did dress up like Rick Moranis with the colander on his head that time from Ghostbusters. It was a pretty cute couple outfit. But we have a whole closet of cosplay stuff, so that was a great question to ask us because we love
why Dragon? That's is it in Atlanta every year?
Atlanta, yeah. Well, it's Labor Day weekend, and it's just something we started doing together before we got married, and it is really, we spend 5 nights there. We used to go 3 nights. But now it's crept up. I mean, it's been creeping up to like 6 nights. I think we stay now because
it's unofficial when it starts. It doesn't even.
Every year it gets earlier and earlier. Like now we go on Wednesday where we used to go on Friday night. But Wednesdays and Friday now.
What is the con? Like, is it anime? Is it video games?
It's got anime. It's got
pop culture all together.
It's pop culture. There's it's over 5 hotels, and the hotels are connected by those tunnels.
Yes.
So you can just go across. You don't really have to go outside. You can, if it's almost like being in Vegas, although I've never been to Vegas, but 3 a.m, 3 in the afternoon, you don't know what time it is.
You have no idea.
That's crazy.
You just go to your room and sleep it off and come back down.
I'm a reseller that said he was Killmonger. Oh,
that's
there you go.
So cool. Didn't they say like Killmonger's like costume was inspired by like Vegeta from like Dragon Ball Z? Like if you look at his chest plate, it's like the same one that Vegeta wears.
I want to look that up now.
Yeah, look it up. So, all right, moving on. Mm-hmm. So, number 9, selling vinyl, overrated or underrated?
Ooh.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think buying it's overrated because we around here have these guys that just go straight to the vinyl and just go all through them. It's all these record guys. But he's really good at picking some out. So we've sold some high end.
Oh no,
I found the best one
in
a church
vinyl we've ever sold.
Who was it?
Parliament.
I just thought the cover looked awesome, so I just grabbed it. I looked at the vinyl; it looked great. I brought it home. I actually had gone yard selling by myself because he was having one here, so it's been about 2 years. But that one sold for over $100.
It was awesome,
and I just happened to pick it up because I thought the art cover was.
That was one of those that I had to like battle. That can I keep it?
Yeah.
Sell it. But that $100 bill, it's real tempting.
Yeah.
Vinyl's tough, though.
I got to be careful. Yeah, I got to get better at vinyl. The
vinyl people that buy vinyl are very just.
Oh, you'll get 15 questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I took pictures of the angle. I took pictures from overhead. I promise I'm not a grader, but
because there's even like condition.
Oh yeah, when you're
right, like like there's certain like different. I don't even know what there's like 5 conditions, kind of like video games, like new in box or well played or all this stuff, but I can't remember what they are. The only good vinyl that I've ever found was I found an Insane Clown Posse Dog Beats reprint, which I guess was one of their first albums, and I sold it for like $100.
That's awesome.
And I paid like maybe really like $10. Yeah.
But you gotta be careful because some of the stuff you pick up, you're like, "This has got to be worth $1 million." You get home, it's like, "Oh, $7. That's cool."
Because I knew that ICP, they have like a weird cult following, and I've never seen an ICP vinyl. I've always seen cassettes, and even cassettes nowadays are worth a lot of money. Like those '90s hip hop cassettes, like be on the lookout for those.
We do, yeah.
Oh my God, Taylor Swift! Get rid of your Taylor Swift now before the backlash starts.
Ooh. Oh yeah, didn't someone like pass away the other day, like in Brazil?
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, the temperature is so hot, and there was no water for anybody, so she was handing out water. It was a bad situation.
I'm not saying anything against her. I'm just saying that eventually they can't stay. I mean, we've sold Taylor Swift vinyl. We got the Record Store Day this year.
Yeah.
Record Store Day is coming up for Black Friday. There's no Taylor Swift this time, but there is a Prince one I want to get.
Ooh.
Yeah, big into Prince. Love Prince. She walked down the Purple Rain at her wedding, by the way. So
that's awesome.
It was awesome. Yes. Still can't listen to it without crying.
Oh, God.
Still can't listen to it without crying.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Fun fact: the town that I live in now, the high school, we went to Taylor Swift and I went to the same high school at the same time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Dustin, my brother-in-law, which is a little bit younger, they were in the same class. So he has like a yearbook with like her in it and stuff like that. But she was just like a little bitty, little skinny little thing back in the day. So, all right. What were you? I'm looking at this comment.
Vinyl.
Yeah. I'm going as Jessica Rabbit as cosplay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kristen. Interesting. Who's going to be Roger Rabbit? It's a very revealing costume. Moving on, last one here. This is a good one, and I especially want your opinion on this, Mikey. Marvel movies now, the current state. Overrated, underrated. Is it done? Are they done?
Now overrated. I can't get into them anymore. I'm sorry, but I'm
a little rough.
I'm looking forward to the shows.
Yeah,
the shows. I like Loki, and I'm looking forward to Echo. I'm really looking forward to Echo because I have the first appearance of Echo signed by David Mack, and I will sell that sucker in a heartbeat if it goes way up.
Oh yeah. It's they need to quit making them after Endgame, but I know they got the whole everything going on. Hopefully the X-Men movie will be good because I'm an X-Men guy.
I watch them when they go on Disney Plus, but
we used to go to every one of them when they came out, but now I've noticed that we've been skipping some, so I guess he's thinking they're not as great.
I'm just not as into it. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and cranky. Is that what the word you use for me? Cranky? Yes, cranky.
Grumpy.
Sorry,
grumpy. There's already a grumpy picker there, so you can't be.
Yeah.
But no, I knew when we stopped going to them. I mean, I just now learned the difference between Marvel and DC. No,
I'm really Shield guy.
Yeah, I mean, Birdman.
She thought Chewbacca was in the Avengers.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh no.
I have to be careful. He used to pull over and tell me to get out of the car if I'd ask which movie had the Ewoks in it. Yeah, so
I've
gotten better.
Yeah, like, give me that ring back.
Yeah, he was taking the ring away.
I saw Jedi in the theaters. I did. I saw Jedi in the theaters. I was that one kid with a big old tub of popcorn, as you can see.
I saw when they re-released them in the 90s, when they did all the newly special effects. That's when that was like my first experience. And then the prequels came out. And a lot of people hate on the prequels, but I'm a millennial, and I will live and die by the prequels.
Prequels are fine. I was part of that. I mean, oh God, you know how Star Wars people can be, very toxic sometimes. I really liked the second and third one.
Yeah, the first one there's good and bad things about the first one. Like, I like the pod racing, of course, Darth Maul, but
Ewan McGregor is amazing. You know, there's some stuff that if you just kind of tweaked it. I heard there was a Phantom cut. Some fan did a cut of it that was supposed to take out a lot of Jar Jar, take out what's his name, Boss Nass, is that his name? Yeah. Take out a lot of that and just kind of streamline the film to be about Anakin. So I kind of want to see that.
Well, I do know that Star Wars is not Marvel.
Yes,
there you go.
Still Disney now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did let me go to Disney World on May the 4th.
May the 4th. We went to Disney World and went to Galaxy's Edge and rode what's that thing called?
It's the what?
Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome. Awesome ride. Yeah.
I've never been to Disney World. Is it worth going?
Oh yeah. And the Galaxy's Edge, you're like submersed in this whole Star Wars thing. Like there's things I don't even know if I said them.
I was just a kid again, man.
Like what's that thing? The Millennium Falcon? Yeah, it's there, big. Yeah, we stood beside it. You got to go if you're a Star Wars fan.
Okay, I think you might have convinced me just for Star Wars nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
So okay, well guys, thank you so much for answering overrated, underrated. We have one more segment. We're at an hour, so I want to make sure that you guys are okay.
Oh
yeah, man! I'm having a great time. Okay. I don't want to mess up your night. This is awesome.
I just want to make sure.
Calming down in here. He's about to jump out of his chair.
Yeah. All right. So here's everyone's favorite segment of the show. It's called Skip or Flip, where I'm going to show you 3 items that recently sold on eBay, and by the pictures, you guys are going to let me know if you would skip it or flip it, and at the end, I'm going to show you what it sold for on eBay. All right. And everyone in the chat, please participate. If you would, let me know if you would skip or flip. All right, so first one up. I don't know how good you guys are at toys. And this is only 2 pictures here.
God, we're both old. We're going to have to lean forward. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, what is it?
What is that?
All right.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
What's the next picture?
So there's the front right there. And there is the back. So if you would find this at a thrift store, yard sale, estate sale, the Goodwill bins, what are you willing to pay for it? Are you skipping it? Are you flipping it? Let me know.
I'm probably skipping it because I don't know what that is. I would have to Google image it, and then I would have to guess.
One question, and if you can't answer it because of the picture, that's fine. How tall is it?
I can't. I don't know. Okay. I don't know how tall it is.
Okay.
Action figure. I know it's action figure size. You know,
I would grab it.
8 inches, 10 inches.
Yeah, I would probably grab it, and I'd pay maximum is what you're asking. Maximum, I'd say.
Yeah. What's the maximum you would pay?
I would want to spend 5 or less, of course, but I would probably go a little bit higher than 5. It's got a weapon. It's got a lot of detail. If the person was willing to negotiate, I would try to get 5 or less, but I would probably go as high as 10.
Okay. And what do you think it's selling for, Mikey?
I don't have a clue. I'm just going by like it looks
so
like
you're spending $5 at the garage sale.
Yeah.
How much are you hoping to make from it?
At least 30.
Okay. So same with you, Macy?
I mean, I would probably skip it because I don't know what it is.
She would probably step on it.
I know. I'd probably show it to him, and
it's like, what do you think, Mikey? Yes
Yeah.
or no? Yeah. So Biscuit Bud is saying that's a Star Trek Marvel figure.
Oh, look at him.
But
He
he-
knows. Okay, you know your
Star
stuff.
Trek Marvel.
He's being sarcastic.
I just still got that.
He's being sarcastic.
It's okay.
So-
I know. I've
So-
never really watched it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love Doctor Who.
Biscuit Bud is saying skip it,
Okay.
and Ken is saying flip it. All right. So
Okay.
this action figure recently sold on eBay for $110.
Oh goodness! And what is it?
This is a vintage small soldier action figure.
Okay.
The
Soldier,
Frankenstein Garganite 1998
Okay.
Hasbro figure.
That's
so
awesome.
do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Small Soldiers?
All soldiers. That was pretty awesome.
Yummy.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go.
Cool.
Hey.
Right.
So now that you kind of get a little bit of a kind of how this is gonna work, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Mhm.
So we can go to the next one here.
All right, what you got?
Yeah. All right. This one I have 4. We're only supposed to do 3, but I kind of want to show you this one.
Bring it.
Okay.
Bring it.
This is another action figure. Okay. Let us know, chat. Let us know. What would you do? We have here this guy right here. There's the front,
Mhm.
the side. Here, let me do this so you guys can get a better
Is he
view.
on some leaves? Okay.
Yeah, it's a terrible
Okay.
picture. It's like
That's
just
fine.
on like the countertop. And his head
He has
kind of
some
like
weapons
his
too.
shoulders kind of like open up and his head pops up.
Mm.
So, what are we thinking here, Mikey? What's your thought process?
I would try to grab it, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it definitely looks like early 90s or something. So I'd say I'm going to grab it, and I might pay as high as, again, $8. Or I would try to negotiate 5 or less, of course, as we all do.
And he has a weapon.
And he has a weapon and all that kind of stuff. I don't recognize him, but I would certainly try to negotiate a good price on it.
Okay. How much do you think it's selling for?
This out of the box, maybe 30, 40.
Okay. Picking it up for 5, same as the other one.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Macy's gonna ask Mikey. We already know that.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
All right. So this one, when I was doing research on the last one that we just saw, this is another small soldier action figure, and this is one of the rare ones.
Oh,
So
wow.
This one recently sold on eBay for $300.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
awesome.
That is
So
awesome.
this guy is named Kip Killigan. So
That's
it's one of those like really obscure characters that they
Short
only made
back.
like a little bit from.
Yeah,
So Kip Killigan.
that's fun.
So
Yeah,
next-
I would
next-
definitely. I don't know. It's just, you know how it is. You're at a yard sale or whatever. Anything that looks 90s, if you can get it for a decent price.
Mhm.
I just bought the Batcave from Batman Forever.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
And it's just all it's missing is the grappling hook. I'm going to keep an eye out for that somewhere.
And when we got a G.I. Joe, what is that submarine?
Oh, we got a
thing
G.I.
today?
Joe today for $1. It's a Seawolf from, I guess, the 60s. I gotta make sure it's not a reprint or something, but it looks like it's authentic.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Mhm.
All right. So next one up, guys, we have here, because we all know that you guys love music. So here we have a guitar.
Oh.
Okay. Looks like an axe.
Mm-hmm. Who's that signed by?
It does say Gene Simmons axe
Okay.
on it.
Yes.
Oh, but it's a
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero one.
I've never seen that. I didn't play Guitar Hero, but the fact that it's Gene Simmons and it doesn't look custom, I would definitely
But
try to pick it up.
we've had the Guitar Hero game and it didn't sell for very much. The Kiss one.
Yeah, but the guitars, I mean,
Okay.
the special ones. Like I know that Beatles one does pretty well, so
Mhm.
I would definitely try to get this. I might pay $20 for that.
Okay. This does look like it's for the Wii. So you
Okay.
put the little Wii remote right there. So you say you're paying $20?
Yeah, although I know video games have kind of edged back a little bit. They're not as hot as they were, but I've never seen that. That looks pretty cool.
I know we had the game one time
Yeah.
for the Wii, I think. The Kiss one.
So how much do you think it's selling for?
Oh.
I would bet that's over $100.
Keep it in it. Yeah. This is like you said, Mikey, I have never seen this before.
I've never even heard of that. At first, I thought it was a custom, but there's no way that's a custom.
So
That's
you're
awesome.
flipping? You say over $100, around $100?
Oh, yeah, I'd flip it. I'd say it's an easy $100 bill, I would think.
Okay. So this Gene Simmons guitar for Guitar Hero recently sold on eBay for $157.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Right on the money. Like you were saying, Mikey, I have never, when I was doing research, because I recently sold some Rock Band guitars on Whatnot, and I looked at it and I was like, I have never seen this guitar before. And I know there's one called like the Jaguar. It's like a blue one, and it's worth a lot of money, but that Gene Simmons one is like crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy. So last one, guys.
Okay.
And I know how Mikey likes shoes, so we're going to throw some sneakers at you. Okay,
what
Mikey?
You got?
All right. So we have here a nice little pair of shoes right here.
Mm-hmm.
They are baby shoes.
Oh.
So there's the bottoms, the sides.
Did they show the label anywhere?
They don't.
They don't?
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Baby shoes in that condition, I would try to throw them a low ball like $5, but I would try to pick them up.
Yeah. What do you think they're selling for? $5?
No, I think those are probably 55, 60.
Okay. What do you think, Macy? You think somebody's paying $50, 60 for some baby shoes?
I don't know. We've sold some baby shoes before for some good money, but I don't know on those. They look raggedy to me. I'm sure they sell for a lot, but I'm just.
You wouldn't pay $60 for these baby shoes.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. But you're flipping though, Mikey, right?
I'm definitely. I would not keep that anyway. I would flip them.
Okay. All right. Let's see what the chat is saying. Biscuit Bud saying skip. Ken is saying skip. $22 max. So these little baby shoes recently sold on eBay for $2,000.
Oh my gosh. Why?
So, because they're vintage 1980 Air Jordan toddler baby shoes.
Nice.
You didn't have any Jordans when you were a toddler?
No. I had like the kangaroos and stuff.
Okay.
So when I was doing some research, any vintage Air Jordan, doesn't matter for who it is. Yeah, pick them up for sure.
And they can be in that kind of condition and still.
Oh yeah, this isn't like this is going on the shelf. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome though.
Especially in this royal colorway of the Air Jordan 1, which is a sought after colorway anyways. To have it in a baby shoe form.
Yeah, you clean that up, it would look nice on the shelf, right?
Oh yeah. I would leave it just the way it is. And just put them up there.
But I would not keep that for that kind of money. I definitely would flip that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Put it on the shelf.
I would take a picture.
Like, Beard King's in here. What's up, man? Good to see
you.
Yeah. So Ken's saying, "What the heck?" Yeah, man. This was sold by 1980. It's 1985, of course, because that's where the Air Jordan was. It 85, Mike?
I think so.
Rookie year? Yeah. We're not starting this discussion, Archie.
Oh,
LeBron
no, Archie.
better have one.
No.
Wait, what's he saying?
He's saying LeBron is the GOAT, probably.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, it'd go to like choking and not making.
Yeah, we're not starting.
You have to go to rings. I mean,
Yeah.
We're definitely a house of Jordan, and then my son is LeBron. So, I mean, we, just like it's North Carolina Duke here, we're against each other.
Yeah, Tar Heels all day, man.
But I'm a Duke fan. So they are LeBron and Jordan.
I mean, Duke's fine, but you had the best player in the country there for a while, and you still.
We agree to disagree on that subject.
Duke's, they're both in North Carolina, right?
Yeah,
yes,
they're right.
Why not any South Carolina teams?
Not for basketball.
Well, that one year South Carolina did really well.
Yeah, South Carolina women do really good.
I mean, Wake Forest usually does pretty good, right?
Yeah. I just raised my child a Duke Blue Devil fan, and then when I met him and he was a Tar Heel fan, it's really hard.
Ooh, yikes!
But, it's a house divided. It's okay.
Well, I mean, you can divide the championships.
Oh, whatever.
That's what you want to do. I mean,
I did come the year they won the championship. What about about
there's 2000.
Yeah,
I don't remember the year.
I was coming back from Washington, and I actually went to the North Carolina campus and bought him a shirt for the championship. I actually went onto the UNC campus, even though I'm a Duke fan, and bought him a shirt
to bring home. Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you also so much for coming on.
It's been so much fun.
And I always want to end the podcast with one question I ask all the guests I usually come on is about goals. The goals that you have for you guys as a couple, something personal that you're looking to achieve as a goal, and something reselling related that you're looking to achieve as a goal. And I should have asked you before. I always forget to say that. But what kind of goals are you looking to accomplish? I know we're getting down to the end of the year.
Off the cuff is cool too. I like off the cuff.
Yeah.
As far as reselling, for me personally, is just trying to grow and continue on. And I would love to. My personal goal is Whatnot. I want to make I think Whatnot is definitely the shift, the pivot of reselling.
Yeah.
If you want to be relevant, you're going to have to pivot to Whatnot eventually, if you want to or not. And I do want to.
So go follow us on Whatnot, Resell. Not to be confused with Miss Resell Resell. We both have an account, but he's the selling account.
Gotcha.
My goal for us is to start YouTube. We have spent so much time videotaping and, using our GoPro everywhere, and we just haven't made one. And that's on me because I want to do the editing and everything. So we've got the Showboat and I'll be the editor. And that's the goal for us. I really want to put one out the beginning of the year and start 2024 as
the
content
problem
creators.
is to edit out the winded, hard breathing.
You got to get a microphone for that.
Something
That's
like
funny.
that. But personal goals, I don't know. Personal goals is just continue to do what we do together. The goal is to continue down the road that we're going down, which is a team for me.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Personal, just keep doing what we're doing.
I'd like to go to Disney again.
Yeah, we're going to
Disney.
We're going in January.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Okay. Oh yeah. The reseller. Are you going?
No.
Oh,
I got too much going on.
Disney.
Yeah. You hang out with us?
I can't. My wife's starting this new job, and
that's right.
Definitely. I do want to go to Nashville though, and hang out, and maybe go to the bins with you sometime.
Yeah, let's go. I know that I've kicked around this idea of doing a meetup sometime in the spring. I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
We would definitely.
As long as we can go to Robert's Western World and have the bologna recession special.
Robert's Western World was awesome, man.
Yeah. So I was in Nashville in April. Yeah, I'm kicking around the idea. I don't know yet. If anything, it's going to be a very not like a big thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just going to be like us hanging out and having fun. So do a meetup in Smashville.
Yes.
So maybe. Well, I'll probably do it. So keep your April open,
man. If you need help, please let us know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I might take you up on that for sure.
Definitely, please do.
Yeah, because Nashville's fun, man.
We had the best time, yes.
And we didn't. My favorite thing for me, I went to Third Man Records.
Oh yeah, did you get?
It was great.
Did you get any of the do they still have that booth where you can sing and it prints off the vinyl right there?
It's that place was wild, man. That place was wild. I could have spent all day there, but
I'm glad that you went because that I forgot that place. Yeah, have you ever? I can't remember what record it was, but the Jack White record, where when it's spinning, it makes like an angel, it spins and the record is spinning. And the light hits it a certain way where it's like an angel comes up from the middle of the record. It is wild.
Oh, I don't have to look that up. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So
I love Jack White.
Yeah.
We got a chance to see him in Nashville. It was such a good show.
Where did you see him?
The Rabbit right there in downtown Nashville.
Yeah. there's some great shows here, man. There's some good
Mhm.
food, great shows. So let me know. I might put a feeler out on Instagram, see what they say. So
Do it, man.
All right. Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna, yeah. And Beard King is here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, Macy, Mikey, thank you so much for coming on. This was fun.
Thanks for
Definitely
having
gonna
me.
have you again.
Yes, please. Again, anytime.
Yeah.
Let me know, man. This is.
Are you
awesome.
usually open on Mondays, Mikey?
Yes.
Maybe we can get you on the draft show.
Anytime, man. This has
Yeah.
been so much fun. I love it. You just let me know.
It encouraged us to get started with mics and cameras and everything.
Yeah.
So this is fun, and this is definitely like a help from burnout as well. I'm not burned out right now, but this is just shows you the fun part of this. I love this.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you guys got to come on. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And again, guys, follow Mike and follow Macy on Instagram and soon to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow them on all those platforms. So anything else for the people, Mike and Macy?
No, just also follow us on Whatnot because we're going to really get started with that. We have so much stuff to do.
I really want to do a Black Friday.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be a ton of competition.
Yeah, we got a lot of Christmas sweaters.
The thing about the competition is I'd rather be right next to Walmart than down the road. So you might as well jump on a day when everybody's selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing 2 shows because the first show, if the things that don't sell, I can just copy them over to the late night show.
That's a good idea. Perfect.
And then hopefully it works out. But I mean, the no fees. Like, could you imagine if, like, that's how cool of a platform Whatnot is?
Yeah.
To where it's like, we're not gonna make any money today, and we want you guys to just sell.
Well, we're definitely getting back into it.
Let me know when you do it, and I'll raid you with the 3 people that I'll have.
Hey, I'll take it.
And
every person counts.
Yeah,
every person counts.
You get that one person. You ever been on Whatnot? You notice there's always that one person.
Yes, I would rather have 10 people that are there to buy. Which sounds dumb. 10 people that are there to really buy stuff, and then have like 100 people just to watch you.
I think so too.
Because like I'll watch Harry Tornado's Whatnots, and there's like 200 people in there, but it's like the stuff really isn't going for as much as it used to. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
So it's
199 are not buying, but I watch like Dave. Dave has a great show.
Yeah,
I'm like, that dude bought 50% of what Dave is selling.
Yeah.
If that guy wasn't, and when I used to have yard sales or go to flea market, we used to sell at flea market when I was young. You're like, my day came down to 7 people, basically. If those 7 people had not shown up to my yard sale, I would be sitting here with nothing. But those 7 people showed up. I had to maximize it. Again, goes back to what I learned in retail. So selling is awesome. I love to sell. I love talking to people, and it's the positivity.
Awesome. I love it. Well, guys, thank you all so much for coming on one more time.
Thank you, man. I can't thank you enough.
Like always, make sure to follow them on all their social media platforms. And so thank you all everyone for listening. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow us on the podcast This Week in Reselling. My name is Ray.
Oh, we're Mike and Mason.
There you go. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Thanks,
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.